Alright, so today was a clear example of what happens when you get greedy when trading. What happens when you get greedy and then you break your rules, and what happens after that. Literally, I got greedy, I broke my rules, and I just entered a trade that I shouldn't have never entered. Today should have been a no trade day, and I just entered it. Just because of greed. Just because I wanted another win, you know? I've got like a 6-win streak or something like that. I don't even know, to be honest. But I just wanted another win. Greed it just cooked me. So we'll go into this. It was a long on ES. Basically, we had this fair value gap, rebalance into this high time frame one here. Go lower, another high time frame, as you can see. Fair value gap right here. Might as well show it. Boom, right there. It's just straight. It's just right here. I believe we had an SMT somewhere here. Yep. Okay, so from here to there, that's an SMT that we had. Right there to there, SMT. And so that was favoring ES. And so I was looking for longs on ES. Market was pretty clean. Like everything, by the way, look at this. Everything looks clean. We've gone higher and we've rebalanced and we're tapping back into this high time frame 1 hour gap, as well as 15-minute nice gaps, as well as 5-minute gap we're tapping into. This is like clear A+ setup. No choppiness, no like bad order flow. Everything was looking good. And then basically we had the move that I wanted. Basically, I wanted a closure. Where did I enter? Yeah, so right there. So basically, I wanted a closure above this order block right here. And I was targeting these highs right here. This, I believe, was also session liquidity. Can't exactly remember what it was, but it was some sort of session liquidity. So I was targeting that. And so everything was there. Everything was clean. But then I had a fatal mistake, let's just say. So yeah, we're here. We've tapped back into this gap as well. Like everything is so clean, by the way. Boom. And then I enter long right here. I enter long right there. I targeted that. Okay, no, hold up then. That was not my target. I know my, okay, so this was the target. That makes more sense. So that was the session liquidity target. Okay, so that was my target. I entered long. TP was there. It was like a 1 RR, something like that. Entered here. The thing was, everything was so clean, but I entered before market open. Market open for me is 11:30 p.m. So this candle right here, this 11:30 p.m., that's market open. So I should only be looking for trades after 11:30, which is 11:31 or more, which is 9:31 EST. And so I entered the trade before market open, right over here, just because everything was so clean and I didn't want to miss out on potential profits. And so we had the closure above. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm entering long. Boom. And then as soon as we entered the long, price pushed up very quickly. Like I'll go down to the 15-second. Like it was looking very quick and very strong. Yeah, 15-second. Right here. Yeah, as you can see in the 15-second, I entered. Boom, right here, 17 contracts, and price pushed up so quickly towards, like, so close to TP. Not so close, but like enough for me to go break even to, you know, preserve capital. And yeah, so I went break even, and then it hit break even, and eventually, of course, it hit TP, and it did much more than hit TP. It went crazy. But that was like, look at this. That was because of news, right? Red folder, we had something. But I entered before market open. I broke my rules. You know, my strategy continuation normally is, you know, based upon just order flow. And when I'm entering before market open, that key liquidity, that key volume is just not taken into consideration. I did not take it into consideration. And because of that, I got hit and break even when this clearly should have been through, like I checked this later on, it should have been a no trade day. It should have been a no trade day. And I just went break even for absolutely no reason and lost like $11 or something like that in fees. But the point isn't like how much money I lost or anything like that. It's the point is that I broke my rules and I became greedy. And when you become greedy, you just pay free money to the markets. You're just decreasing your P&L for absolutely no reason. And so that's what I wanted to document. Of course, after this, I've implemented rules. You know, I can only enter after 9:30, which like previously also like that was kind of like I was only really entering trades after 9:30 open. But today, like the setup was presented, and so I took it. Not today, it was yesterday since market is closed right now. But yeah, the setup was presented. I took it and I paid for it. So yeah, don't deviate from your rules and do not get greedy. Just enter only A+ setups when everything is there and when the time is correct as well. You know, don't be like trading like Asia session when it's not actually what you're trading and stuff like that. Of course, there's a lot of models, like I know a lot of people who trade reversals and they can enter before market open, but they could enter before market open because their stop is much higher. You know, like my stop here, it's 6 points. Their stop might be 20, 30 points. And so even with like, you know, this drop over here, it's not going to do anything to them. It's maybe going to put them in like 20% drawdown just because that's how big their trades are. But my trades aren't like that. So yeah, broke my rules, paid absolutely, like just paid money for it for absolutely no reason. Keep sticking to your model, keep sticking to A+ trades. That's what I learned today. No matter what, just stick only to A+ trades and you will get rewarded. You will get rewarded eventually, given your model is actually, you know, from someone who's actually making a lot of money, it makes sense, etc., etc., etc. I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say.